Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on a brand new video on Marvel Contest of Champions. This video is all about the Valor store. I'm going to give a few opinions, some tips, and hints of what is good for what different rated player, and what is a good buy and what is a bad buy. So it's like going to Best Buy, Walmart, Lidl's, Aldi, wherever there is a store, even IKEA, and picking up a bargain, because that's what we want in the game, picking up bargains for Valor. Now the Valor store's got it all. Right the way from 4-star crystals down to the more expensive things, which are tier 4 class cactus crystals. Right there. Had to just do a little bit of a side thing. Thought it was quite impressive. Anyway, so there's loads of different things that are going to be handy to improve your roster. And as you can see in the top there, I've got 2 million Valor, and my plans are really to save up my Valor until the end of the month. At the point of recording this video, it is a case that there's 26 days still left to run on the Valor store. My plans are to kind of grind for 23 of those days, making sure I hit a huge amount of Valor. I haven't even completed Master yet, and when I do it completely 100%, it's going to mean that I'm going to have a load of Valor to play with. But I want to make sure by the 23rd of this month, the 23rd day that I can actually use the Valor store, that I've got a huge amount to kind of choose which things are going to be better for my roster. It could be at the time that I've got a new 5-star and then I choose that I want to then rank up more rank up materials for that champion, or I want to kind of boost up all my 4-stars. I need to make those decisions probably closer to the end. If you have a huge amount of Valor to play with, then you've got more of a decision and more things to buy. It's like being a kid in a candy store, except the kid has a load of dosh in his pocket. The dosh being Valor. So I split the advice into 3 different types of tier ratings based on the amount they're grinded rather than the actual rating. Rating's always a very difficult one because people of lower rated may kind of feel that they can achieve Master, or they can achieve End of Heroic, or they'll even be able to grind out those milestones in Featured, or even they'll be able to do a lot more with regards to the vanquishing blows. So lower rated players 1.2 million plus, obviously all quests completed plus any extras. Medium rated players 2 million. Then we've got higher rated players 3 million plus. I split them out because I feel that this would be what people will be able to achieve. Some players will be able to achieve more, and maybe more kind of higher or kind of extensive grinders within the game. But 1.2, 2 mil and 3 mil plus being all the kind of the necessary splits, because then we can budget and we can have a look at what's good at different amounts of grind. And obviously lower rated players may feel that they are ones that are 3 stars going into getting 4 stars. Medium rated players may be 4 stars getting into 5 stars, and high rated players will be able to get 4 stars like that, and then 5 stars again, easy getting them like that. So let's start with lower rated players. Let's assume we've got 1.2 million Valor to play with. What is best or good buy for yourselves? Well, to start off with, if you've got a low 3-star roster and therefore you want a 4-star quickly, or maybe you've got a couple of 4-stars or some 4-stars, then the 4-star Hero Crystal will be right up your street at a cost of 800,000 Valor. The next thing is then, well, what do you do in order to kind of pad that? Obviously, we've got then potentially 400,000 plus to play with. It would be a good idea to then think about your future, and it would be then an idea to either go for tier 1 alphas at a cost of 80,000, and you could pick up 1, and then obviously the increased cost there, so it's going to be, yes, it will be up to 100,000 on that. The other thing is that you could push for instead a tier 4 basic, so you could get the 4-star and then go and get a tier 4 basic. It depends how quickly you're getting them, or are you close to getting them, because if you're in a position that if you're not an alliance, then you should really get an alliance, and if you're an alliance that kind of get these, how frequently do they get them? Are you in great demand for them? What's the kind of the story with that? And it may be a case that the tier 4 basic and the 4-star being the best buy for you at that given time. And any leftovers should be spent wisely. Look to things that maybe rank up materials that you may need. It could be even an idea to then grab a 3-star crystal. It just depends on what your needs are. And that could be the thing that I kind of end with. Like if I've got 75,000 Valor left and there's nothing on there that's going to be of value, let's opt for some potential 4-star shards. Mid-rated players, or people that can only get about 2 million plus Valor, you're open to a lot more things. This is quite good, but you're in a difficult bracket. Say these the type of people that don't get a huge amount of Summoner Advancement score, or get a good Summoner Advancement score. You may then opt for the 4-star as being a good option, a good selling point. 5-star shards would be a thing if you're not getting substantial Alliance Wars kind of grinding opportunities. And, you know, our alliance is doing a lot more Alliance Wars, which is great, because my 5-star shards are going up and up and up quickly, which is fantastic. It's one thing that's brilliant that we're doing. Obviously, it does mean that we're then not focusing too much on other things. So then, therefore, like, all our kind of strength is towards Alliance Wars. So therefore, Alliance questing is then taking a bit of hit with regards to map 6. I personally would like to do map 6 and a lot of grinding with that, but I do like the other aspect. Let's strengthen the squad and the roster. But then it falls back, obviously, as we said, if you're not getting 5-star shards more frequently, you may then opt to get the 5-star shards, the 1,000, from the 800,000 Valor spend. Nextly, if you've kind of done Act 4 and you've got those Tier 2 alphas and you're thinking, well, I haven't used them for anything, I don't really have opportunity to kind of get anything up further 5-star related, I'm focused on my 4-stars. Well, if you've got like a couple of 5-stars, maybe some 5-stars, or maybe an awakened 5-star that you feel, hey, this one's going to be particularly strong, then I think that you're going to have to look at rank up materials like Tier 1 alphas as well as Tier 4 basics. And the more seasoned people that are able to get 2 million plus and kind of have an extensive roster and even a good amount of 5-stars will probably opt for Tier 4 class Catalyst crystals, as well as Tier 4 basics, and as well Tier 1 alphas. This is something that is quite important to kind of get. 5 Tier 1 alphas is pretty darn expensive, or not extortionate, but it is expensive grind for your rank up materials for 5-stars. I know that because I've just put up Nightcrawler and Blade, and I'm kind of thinking, right, well, I'm skint with regards to Tier 1 alphas. And to give you an idea, the word skint is a term in the UK which is for basically like I've got no money. You say I'm skint at the moment. The next thing is high rated players and what they would choose. This is a very grey area because a lot of people will have their own personal preferences. The 4-star crystal may be well off the radar, and also 5-star shards may be well off the radar as well. Why? Because, well, when you get high rated, 4-stars are easier to grind. I think I don't really need to kind of bust the gut, and I'm managing to get about 2 4-stars a week. The same thing with regards to 5-star shards, like the grind, because we're doing Alliance Wars, and that's what a lot of high rated players do in high rated alliances. They will do an extensive Alliance Wars grind to get those 4 and 5-star shards. So therefore the need for this stuff isn't really there. What the need will be with regards to boosting up rosters, especially new champions coming into the game. They may feel that, and I may feel at times, that Alliance Wars, it does become a bit expensive, especially when you're needing revives and health potions. So the addition to these into the Valor store with regards to comparison of spending the units, it's kind of cool to see this, and I'm sure that they will make full advantage of this. If they don't do the rank up materials first, then these will be the things that, when we've bought the 4-star shards, the 5-star shards, the Tier 4 basics, whatever stuff that's the things that we really need for rank ups, these will be the things that they will buy secondly to that. Things that will, say if we got about 100,000 left, it's not going to buy anything substantial, then a load of these health potions will then be bought in order to then help out with Alliance Wars, and to a degree Alliance questing, especially if alliances want to do a map 6 run and require a lot of health potions and revives. Boost we can get for free, so that's not really an issue, but it will be all about the Tier 4 class Catalyst, the Tier 4 basic, and the Tier 1 alpha. Why have I ignored talking about the Tier 2 alpha fragments? Well, a lot of people are under the consensus that the general get back from this is pretty darn rubbish, in that the expense side of things we're getting, I mean, yeah, it's great if you're just about to form a Tier 2 alpha there and you need 3,600, then it may be a logical purchase based on that, because otherwise you just have to wait. If you've got a 5-star that you really want to get up, then you might go for this like that. But if not, it will be a case that people will just go, do you know what, 750k Valor, I'd rather get another 250k, use it, and get another tier 4 basic Catalyst crystal. That will be the kind of the thought process in what is of value, and the tier 2 alpha fragments are not really of value at the moment. And the big focus is on frequency. What are you not getting quite so much as you would like to, and what is in the Valor store that you could then buy? That's kind of something you don't get quite so often. So if you don't get tier 4 class Catalyst often, then go for the tier 4 class Catalyst crystal. Granted, you'll probably go, right, well, I could get a lot out of Alliance questing. That's true. Also, the Glory Store. But at the same time, do you want something fully formed and quick? Then go for it. If it's tier 4 basics to boost the roster, do it. I think, yeah, that's it. Frequency and look to be what you can boost your roster with rank ups. And finally, tier 4 basics seem to be a lot more easier to grind nowadays, especially with the impending release of 6 stars as well as rank 5. 5 stars, we are going to see the addition of the tier 5 basic catalyst, which is then obviously meaning that we have to get tier 4 basics a lot more easily. So hopefully that it gives you a bit of perspective there of your grind. If you've got any thoughts on this, leave them in the comments below. I've been RichTheMan. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content, and I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now.